everybody, my name is Rob and we will be doing a little bit of fly tying today. And the flies that we're doing for this particular video series are out of a book that I got when I was just a young kid, and it's called Trout Fishing by Joe Brooks. And it's something that I really enjoyed and I found inspiring. And here I am, not a kid anymore, but I'm still tying flies and I'm still fly fishing, and I'm going to do that until I'm no longer here for sure. So the fly for today is a big variation of like a salmon fly that hatches in the west, which obviously I live in the east and we don't have those here, but this is a really neat fly. And as I'm tying it, I'm looking at, gee, I think brook trout would hit that in a smaller size. It's going to have to be much smaller, but I think it's something that'll work. So if you stick around, I'll show you how to tie this fly, and we'll get to the end and have some information on the channel and where you can find some more fly tying videos. So here we go. This is the fly for today, and it is a bird stonefly. This is a big one, and it was developed in the western states probably for the salmon fly hatches. So here's how we tie it. Okay, so this one takes a big hook. Got a number 4 stonefly hook, and I'll get that going. So we got orange 6/0 thread. Since we're tying a big fly. Okay, get that trimmed. So unlike most stoneflies, this one actually has a tail. So we're going to get 2 moose body hairs. And line those up. And for the sake of durability, I always tie stuff in as long as I can get it, so it doesn't get pulled out by a fish. Okay, so we got those. We're going to trim them. We gotta get some 2 things we've got to get. Maybe some floss for the body, and a couple of furnace saddles, which we happen to have. So for the rear one, we're going to just tie it in by the tip. That's going to be our rib. And again, I'm going to tie the whole thing in because I like to have the sturdiness. And we'll grab our floss body and get that in. Trim that. Bring in our body material. I've never fished the salmon fly hatch in the West, but that's got to be impressive when the dry fly you're tying is a number 4 on almost a streamer hook. That has got to be something to see. Okay, so we got that. And we're just going to make this a rib. I just palmer that in. Get that trimmed off. And get these two guys. So our wing is just basically brown bucktail. So I'm going to get some light brown bucktail. Okay, so probably about like that. I'm not putting a huge wing in, I'm just putting in maybe a little sparse. Looks nice. Get that trimmed off. That all down good. Okay. Get our hackle for the wing. And if the hackles are too long, that's okay. Because in the original pattern, they clipped the top and the bottom. These are actually really good saddle hackles out of a dry fly neck, so they're a little thinner, or a little less long, I guess you'd say. So this is actually a fly that, you know, it's definitely not an Eastern pattern, but you do see folks fishing for brookies with stimulators, which I think the stimulator was a fly pattern that's an offshoot of this. And a smaller version of this would certainly work. Probably look a little bit Stonefly or caddis-like. I can see the brookies in the Adirondacks hitting a smaller size of this. Okay, whip finish. And get some glue on that. And like I said, with the original pattern, they would clip the top. I guess we could do it a little bit. Clip the top and clip the bottom off of that hackle, but that's a neat fly. And the original pattern, they also put antenna on it, and I don't think that's really all that necessary. So there it is, bird stonefly.